Good morning, kindergarten. Today's Friday. Happy Friday, March 20th. This is our math lesson for today. How our math lesson today will go is we'll practice our numbers 1 through 20, and then we will go and review number bonds, what we have been working on in school, and we're going to review that before we move on next week to number bonds with numbers 5 through 10. So I wanted to make sure that we could review number bonds before we moved on to what we are going to learn next week. So right now, if you could take out your composition book and a pencil, we're going to get ready to practice our numbers in our composition book. So before we set that up, I just want us to practice our numbers 1 through 20. We're going to count along, and you're going to count along with me on the board. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job, guys. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set up our composition book for our second day of practicing our numbers 1 through 20. So yesterday, I had you guys set up the top part of your composition book. If you didn't do it, that's okay. We're going to go through it again, how we set it up, and then we're going to go through writing our numbers. So if you didn't set up yesterday, on a new page in your composition book, please write number practice. Put that back up. Number practice. And that's spelled N-U-M-B-E-R. And then practice. We'll do number practice. You'll have P-R-A-C-T-I-C-E. So you'll write that at the top. And then for each day that we practice this, you're going to put the date for that day. So underneath number practice, you're going to write the date, which is 3/20/2020, representing March 20th, 2020. But you'll write it 3-20-20. Great job, guys. So underneath where you wrote the date, you're just going to go through and practice writing numbers 1 all the way to 20. So take a few minutes and please work on that. You can pause this video and then start it back up again when you guys are all set with 1 through 20. All right, great job, guys. So we're going to come back and we are going to review number bonds. So we have been working on number bonds in school for the last week or two, and we're going to review that today before we move on to number bonds with numbers 5 through 10. So number bonds, what I want you to do right now is turn and talk to somebody around you. Tell them what we have learned about number bonds, what you remember, anything about it. It can just be how it's set up, what they're for, what they're used for. So take a few minutes and tell someone. You can pause the video. Tell someone about what you remember about number bonds. Great job. So number bonds, I'm going to spell it out for you. We are using number bonds to practice composing and decomposing numbers. So I'm going to write it up on the board for you. Number bonds. B-b, what letter does bond start with? B-b, B-O-N-D. So number bonds we are using to decompose, subtraction, and compose addition numbers. So it does this. I'm going to draw the number bond for you and put a thumb up if you remember seeing this. That's one way to create a number bond. That's another way to create a number bond. So we're going to walk through the composing and decomposing our numbers and putting them into number bonds before we move on next week to composing and decomposing numbers 5 through 10. So we're going to start with problem number 1. What I'm going to do, I'm going to count with me how many smiley faces I put up on the board. Good job. Did you count how many? Can you count along with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 smiley faces up on my board. Right now I want you to think about where that 5, we're not going to put it in quite yet, but think about where that 5 might go in our first problem. I'll give you a hint. This is going to be our number bond for composing numbers. Or addition, okay? So I'm going to circle. How many smiley faces did I circle? Good, 2 smiley faces. Can you think about where I'm going to put that number 2? In my number bond, am I going to put it here? Am I going to put it in this circle? Or am I going to put it in this circle? Good job. I'm going to put the number 2 right here. I put the number 2 here because I have 1, 2 smiley faces circled. Great job, guys. So next step, I want you to count how many smiley faces I do not have circled. Good job. I have 3 not circled, so I'm going to underline those 3. Who knows where I'm going to put the number 3? Good job. I'm going to put the number 3 right up here because I have 3 smiley faces underlined. Great job, guys. Now I have 1 more circle. What number am I going to put in that last circle? Good job, the number 5. Because I have 5 smiley faces all together. So right now I have 2 in this circle because I have 2 smiley faces circled. I have 3 in this circle because I have 3 smiley faces underlined. And I put 5 in my bottom circle because I have 5 smiley faces all together. So now we know 2 plus 3 equals a total of 5 smiley faces. And that is our addition. Now we're going to go over to this practice problem over here. I have a circle and then I have 2 circles underneath it. We're going to call this decomposing numbers. Decomposing numbers. So I'm going to have a different number for this one. We're going to do stars. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 stars. Right now, I'm going to circle 2 stars. Does anybody know where I'm going to put the number 2? Good job. I'm going to put the number 2 right here. We're going to back up a little bit, and I want to start with what I'm going to put in this circle up here. Does anybody know what number I'm going to put in that circle up here? I'm going to erase this problem so we're not getting confused with this one over here. So right now we're just looking at this problem over here. Good job. I'm going to put the number 4. Who knows why I'm putting the number 4 in the top circle? Good, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 stars in all total. So I'm going to put the total at the top of my number bond. So I have 4 up here. Now I have 2 stars circled. So I put the number 2 right there. Can you figure out what number I'm going to put in that last circle? Good job. I'm going to put the number 2. Because I have 2 stars that are not circled. Great job, guys. So I decomposed the number 4 into 2 and 2. Because I have 2 stars circled, and then I have 2 stars underlined. So 4 minus 2 equals 2. Great job, guys. So that's a little review about what we learned about number bonds before we move on to number bonds with numbers 5 through 10. So what I want us to do right now is we're going to go through one problem in our composition book. We're going to go through one problem together in our composition book, and then I want you to practice one problem on your own in your composition book. When you're done practicing with that problem, you're going to take a picture of it, and you are going to upload that one problem to your portfolio in your Class Dojo. So that will go to your individual teacher's Class Dojo page. So we're gonna practice one, and then I'm gonna put up a problem for you guys to practice in your book, and then you can submit that problem to Class Dojo. Sound good? Okay, so we're gonna practice a problem with our 5 stick. I'm gonna put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have our 5 stick cubes. So we have, count with me how many cubes we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am going to color in. How many cubes did I color in? 1 cube. Great job. So I'm going to put my number bond right up here. 1, 2, 3 circles.